Daredevil does a little threat like, oh, if I find out you're doing something, I'm going to come for you and I'm going to be there. Kingpin's like, well, when I become mayor, oh my days. He was like, when I become mayor, if you ever put on that suit, I'm going to come for you. I was like, what? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, I did do a non-spoiler review. I'll put it on the screen right now. Please go check out the non-spoiler review if you haven't watched Daredevil Born Again. And if you haven't watched the episode, go over to Disney Plus and watch it right now. They've got 2 episodes out at the moment. So go over there, watch it, and then come back and watch my review. So this is your spoiler warning, guys. I'm going to be discussing spoilers in this review. All right, guys. So the episode starts off strong, actually. It was what we wanted, which is we wanted to see Foggy, we wanted to see Paige, and we wanted to see Matt Murdock, the 3 of them together. And it looks like they've been okay for a bit. They're out together, they're going out for drinks, and they're having fun, they're enjoying themselves, it's all good. And then Foggy gets a call. I don't know who this character is, so there might be somebody they're going to reveal later. So guys, this is only episode 1. I haven't even watched episode 2 yet. So I think it's called Barry or something like that. So anyway, he gets a call. Matt Murdock is using his powers. He's listening into the call, which I was like, wait a minute, isn't this something that they had a discussion about in season 3 in the Netflix one, where they're upset with him for using his powers around them? Anyway, he gets a call, he spies in on the call and realizes somebody's in danger. And then he said, why didn't you tell me I could help? And he was like, oh, he didn't. Foggy was like, he didn't want to give him an excuse to be Daredevil. So he goes off, changes into the costume. We get the costume straight away, which was interesting. And he's swinging, which was epic. I love the swinging, his stuff. So he goes to Foggy's house, which is like apparently like just 5 minutes away. But then the call changed and he was like, the person on the phone was telling Foggy that, oh, he told me, he was asking where you were, and I'm sorry I had to tell him. And Daredevil is able to hear this, which is that's an amazing range of hearing. I don't recall Daredevil being, it's one thing for him to be able to hear like stuff happening in the room, but to be able to hear like a couple of meters away, I thought that was epic. Anyway, he turns around realizing that Foggy is the one who's in trouble now, and he's racing towards the pub or wherever it is that they were chilling. And then it looks like it was Poindexter, our very favorite villain, Bullseye. They did something here. This is, guys, if you watch my non-spoiler review, this is the thing that I was like, nah, I don't believe it. Poindexter basically takes out Foggy. And then we spend the next 5 minutes watching that one shot I was talking about. Amazing one shot where Daredevil is fighting Poindexter. Oh my god, the carnage in this scene is crazy. He's killing people. He's using like every little thing he finds, and he's killing people who are in his way. Daredevil is busting him up, but he's trying to get away, trying to run away, but at the same time he's fighting back, and he's throwing stuff at Daredevil. He's not missing. He's not missing at all. And on the way, he's grabbing balls, whacking it on people's heads. Oh, the scene is amazing. You have to watch it. So that goes on for a while. Before you know it, I was saying to my wife, shouldn't Daredevil, because it looked like Daredevil was more focused on Poindexter, why doesn't he go get Foggy and get him to a hospital straight away? Because he will be quicker, wouldn't he? And my wife was like, well, but then Poindexter would get away and then he can take out Foggy again. I was like, yeah, but still, it's such a hard decision to make. Anyway, Daredevil sticks with Poindexter and tries to basically get him. And while he's doing that, Foggy acts in the arms of Paige. I'm still like, nah, there's no way you brought back Foggy and then you could kill him in the 1st episode. Stop it. No. But then at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, probably real life stuff. Maybe, because guys, we had this drama from the Netflix time where they said they weren't coming back. So maybe they were like, well, I'll come back, I'll give you 1 episode and then I'm dipping. If that's what's happened, I'm not happy. I'm hoping by the end of the season, they tell us, oh, fake out. And I hate fake outs, but in this one, I want to see Foggy and Paige. I do. I'm sorry. Through the episode, I want to see them. I do want to see them. But the story is compelling. So by the time they killed Foggy, I was like, oh, please don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later thing, because then that would kind of solidify that Foggy is dead. And lo and behold, 1 year later, flashes on the screen. Oh, I was so upset. So it looks like they've already had the funeral, they've already had the whatever. So it looks like this is for real. I'm still saying no. I'm still saying no. He's alive. That's all I'm saying. And I'll wait till the end of the season to eat my words. But no, no. I'm not allowing it. So anyway, after that, we go through the whole mourning process. We see how Matt Murdock is faring. We see that him and Paige have not been talking. My wife was theorizing that actually maybe Foggy was killed because of Paige, because Paige might have something to do with the person that Foggy was protecting. Or maybe, if you guys remember in season 3, Paige kills somebody or something and Foggy had to cover it up. So it might have something to do with that. That's my wife's theory. I don't know. But, you know, let's see what happens. But this is what I'm saying, guys. From the first episode, we are already gripped. Both me, a hardcore Marvel fan, and my wife, who's basically a normie, we're both hooked. So anyway, the rest of the episode is quite good. They're trying to get Matt to, you know, go out or see somebody, have a date, or see a therapist. Paige is avoiding him. They're fighting. And then we find out that Daredevil hasn't been out since that time. Oh, guys, I did miss a plot point. There's 2 new characters who they introduced at the beginning. A detective who's retiring. Oh my God, I missed the biggest plot point. So when we had the one-shot fight and we saw that Foggy died, Daredevil loses it and he throws Bullseye off the building. My mouth dropped. I was like, what? They just made Daredevil kill? He's like Batman. He bruises, but never kills. You guys heard that before. But yeah, he throws him from the top of the building, like, what, 4 or 5 stories? Boom, right on his face. I looked at my wife like, what the hell? He just killed. He can't be a hero anymore. He just killed. Anyway, lo and behold, Poindexter is alive. I'm still not happy because he crossed that line, because what if he dies? Whatever. My wife was like, it wouldn't have mattered if he died because it's not manslaughter or murder, because he's defending himself or defending people. You know, don't like, yeah, but you know, for me, it's like, as the comic book characters, which I am taking this seriously, don't judge me, they're meant to be held to a higher standard, right? Like, they don't kill the bad guys. Like, the bad guy may have done whatever and they go after the bad guy, they're not allowed to kill them. So I'm just like, what? You just made Daredevil kill him? I was like, well, you didn't kill him, he's still alive. Whatever. I did not like that, but it does make for a very compelling story, because now I want to see what happens. Anyway, I completely forgot about that. Anyways, jumping back to the 1 year later, we have Wilson Fisk, who shows himself in a meeting where Mrs. Fisk was running his criminal organization. They fear her, which was amazing. I thought that was an amazing scene. Then he walks in, says absolutely nothing, and everybody gets up and leave. Oh, that was beautiful. Not because they don't want to work for him, because of the commanding respect that he has, showing that even though she's been running his organization, he's still the top dog. That was a cool scene. Anyway, he walks in, says nothing, everybody leaves respectfully, and then he has a word with his wife, and they talk about, oh, you've been away for a while, blah blah blah, I had to hold the fort. He's Kingpin. Everybody knows, like, even in the comics, even when I think she's dead in the comic and he keeps her in cryo and he's talking about, like, he wants to revive her. Everybody knows that story, but this is the only person that can make Kingpin show emotion. So he's emotional. He's like, oh, I love you, blah blah blah. And then he brings up the idea about being a mayor, and then he says everything has to be clean. Me and my wife are like, okay, she's gonna run the criminal organization and then somehow make the money clean and give it to him to run for mayor. Either way, you know Kingpin has some stupid plan. He has some stupid plan. So they then fast forward. He's running for mayor. Matt Murdock is not Daredevil anymore, so he's allowing the law to happen for Poindexter. He gives a testimony, and then they finally put Poindexter in life imprisonment. He killed 11 people during that fight scene. I thought it was more than that. I'm sorry. He killed 11 people with his... That was amazing. He gets sentenced to 11 life sentences. Matt Murdock is happy, and then he finally realizes that, oh, there's a bigger threat, which is Kingpin, who is now back and is now running for mayor. That leads to the scene that got me so excited about the show. They go and sit down in a cafe. You've seen some snippets of it in the trailer, but if you watch the full thing, it's so menacing. And I think, guys, I'm here for Kingpin. I'm on Kingpin's side. He's the one I'm watching the show for. Every time he's on screen, I'm so uneasy when he's there, like, what is he doing? What is his plan? What is he about to do? What's the big scheme? So anyway, they do that scene where they talk about what's happening with the both of them. Kingpin said he has nothing to do with Foggy's death. Not true. Everything leads to Kingpin, even if he's not implicated in any way, everything leads to him, because that's what he does with these people in the comic. He gets them to do things, but it never leads to him. So I think he definitely has something to do with it. And then Daredevil does a little threat like, oh, if I find out you're doing something, I'm gonna come for you and I'm gonna be there. Kingpin's like, well, when I become mayor. Oh my days. He was like, when I become mayor, if you ever put on that suit, I'm gonna come for you. I was like, what? He's basically trying to do like a vigilante band thing, which we've seen many times, X-Men, Spider-Man, all of them, right? So I thought that was good, because when Daredevil did his little threat to Kingpin, I was like, please, Kingpin has to return. And he did. He did not disappoint. He did not disappoint. And even though he said that it's not entirely unpleasant to see you, at the end of the conversation, he did a little gesture that made us realize that actually Daredevil just got under his skin. But at the same time, we also saw that Daredevil, Kingpin, got under his skin as well. So the whole thing is brewing, and at the end of the episode, Kingpin has been elected the mayor. Woo! It's getting good, guys. Guys, this intro was amazing. I went in reluctantly. I was excited because it's Daredevil, but at the same time, I'm like, it's Disney, right? What are they gonna do? I thought it was gonna be some violence, but 15 violence, but it's 18. It's 18. They kept the one-shot fight scene. They kept the killing. They kept the stakes really high, so you're not having a fairy tale like he's killing, like Poindexter is killing for real. And they made sure you know he killed 11 people. Oh my days. And also Daredevil made that decision, which I'm not happy about, but like I said, it makes for good story writing. I want to see what happens. I need to know how you're going to clean Daredevil's hands, because he just made the choice to kill. And then I want to see whether or not you truly have gotten rid of my Foggy. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you watched episode 1? There's 2 episodes out now. I'm going to watch the second one right after this with the lady, and then I'll come back with a review for that as well, and then we'll do it every week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited that Daredevil is back? Did you enjoy the intro, episode 1? Did you watch season 1, 2, and 3 on Netflix? Let me know everything in the comments below. Before I go, guys, check out my relationship channel. Please go over there. Watch my videos over there. I talk about relationship, dating, and marriage. Leave me a like, comment, and sub over there. If you enjoyed my spoiler talks regarding Daredevil episode 1, Born Again, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.